Hey there, Joe Gaspard here from Joe Gaspard Performance Coaching. Today we're going to talk about the truth about why you can't stop eating junk food, unhealthy food, stuff that's bad for you. Alright, yeah, there are some things that are in processed foods that are essentially making them addictive. They're making you, for lack of a better term, addicted to them. Yes, that is absolutely true. And yes, there's truth to the whole thing about, sugar does the same thing in your brain as this drug or that drug. Yes, that's true also. Those things are true. But those are sort of side effects. Those are sort of outliers, okay? The truth is, it's the choice you're making to put the food in your mouth, okay? And when you understand why you're making that choice, now you can do something about it, okay? It's the choice of, I'm going to put this pizza in my mouth. I'm going to eat this sugary donut. I'm going to drink this soda. And here's the reason why, truthfully, all right? I'm going to get a little sciencey on you, but I'm going to explain it as simply as possible, mostly because that's the only way I understand it, is super simply. Okay, so in your stomach, in your gut, there lives a bunch of bacteria. Millions and billions and probably trillions of them if we could count them. And all of those bacteria feed on something specific. Some of them feed on sugar. So if you're eating a diet that's really high in sugar, that causes a lot of your blood glucose to rise, so things like refined sugar, that donut, pasta, rices, breads, okay, any of those things, you're feeding those bacteria in your gut that live off of sugar. And they multiply, and they get stronger, and they get more well-fed, so they grow and get bigger than the ones that feed on proteins or fats or those other things that you're not eating as much of. So they essentially end up outnumbering, right? They outmuscle the other guys. They move in and they take over the block, right? They're like the mafia. They squash everybody else around them. And so what happens is those bacteria, they send out a very basic signal to your brain that just says something along the lines of, sugar, feed me sugar, go get me some more sugar because I want to stay alive and I want to live. Okay, so that's why when you go on a diet and you're like, I'm not going to eat sugar, I'm not going to eat bread, I'm not going to eat carbs, you have this thought that constantly plays in your brain. It's like this broken record that plays over and over again, and you feel like you can't stop. Like there's something inside of you that's like, man, I must have this. And that's because literally there's something in your gut that's going, hey, get us some sugar because we're starving down here and we don't want to die. So you go out and you eat healthy and you're doing all these things, but then you break a week in, 2 weeks in, or whatever, and you go right back. You just, boom, you fall to the bottom, pizza, donuts, soda, okay? So you're going through this cycle, and that's why. It's because you have to get over that hump, right, where you've fed the good bacteria enough that they're the new, they're the new boss on the block. They're the ones who are now controlling the show, and it takes time. How long? I don't know. Everybody's going to be different. Couple of weeks, couple of months, probably something like that, depending on where you are, what your body composition is, how much body fat you have, how long you've been eating this way. There's going to be all of these different environmental and genetic factors that come into play, but it's probably going to take you about, let's say 90 days is about the average I've seen in people, okay? So what you have to do is you have to figure out a way, you need a plan, you need a system to get you over that hump. And here's what I'm going to tell you, and here's the part you're probably not going to like very much, is it is going to take willpower. You are just going to have to deny that urge that's saying, eat sugar, eat bread, eat pasta, eat this other thing, have more sodas, okay? You're gonna have to at some point just say, fuck that, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it, I'm doing this other thing instead. So it takes some of that sheer just grit, just will, just, I'm gonna make this happen this time. And you make that decision. And then you need a plan to back that decision up, and that's where most people get thrown off course. So, remember, it's your body. It's signaling for sugar. It's signaling for crap food. It wants it. It loves it. You just got to make it over the hump. Look, that's all the time I have for today. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you know somebody who needs to hear it, hit the share button. Share it with them right now. If you have any questions, send me a message. I'll help you in any way that I can. Till next time, I'll talk to you soon.